You this is on YouTube?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Should I'll be tweeting out the live stream right now. Just it takes a minute for it to show up on YouTube. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there we go. It's live. Thank God. So sometimes I always have a problem with OBS and it'll crash on me. Just at the worst times. I tell you. All right, I'll just tweet this out. But yeah, thank you for being on the show, though. Really do appreciate this.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So is this your first interview of this kind, or?
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like I've been avoiding any type of interview podcast things.
Really?
Because they make me nervous. Yeah.
You see, I find that funny, but I don't know, just because like you're a live streamer, you know, so like
right. No, exactly. Exactly.
So
I don't get it either. I wish I knew.
So how do you get past that for your own streams?
You know, I honestly I don't know, because I get the same feeling before every stream. Like I start feeling like, oh, this is real scary, but then like you start the stream and you kind of almost like don't have a choice. You just get over it. And then like by the time 10 minutes in, I forget that I was nervous.
Yeah, I kind of got that feeling too at first. It is because like it's not easy like when you're a nervous person, but like sometimes you will get used to it. And like once you're going, it just gets easier as you go on for the stream.
Yeah, pretty much. And then like, you know, like if you're doing it all the time, like if I stream 5 days in a row, I'm like less nervous. But like let's say I take a few days off, that first stream back, the nerves always come back.
Yeah, totally understand that. But yeah, so typically what I do for the show is I always like to ask like YouTubers like questions like related to YouTube content. But for you, since you're a Twitch streamer, I had to come up with some new questions. So
okay,
yeah, but
how was that?
You'll find out. You'll find out. But
okay.
I always like to go into the gaming related questions first, get that out of the way. So hope you don't mind.
Okay.
So
no, go for it.
So I know you're a pretty huge gamer. You like to play some variety. I've seen your streams. So how'd you get into gaming in the first place?
So I did game like when I was younger. Like I used to play like roller coaster tycoon, I think was my favorite. And then we didn't have a computer anymore, so I didn't really play too many games. And then I would play. Then I got a little Game Boy. And I used to play like the only game I really remember was Harry Potter. I used to play that on the Game Boy. And then we got a Wii. So then I would play like Wii Sports, but I didn't really get into like PC gaming until like 7 years ago. I met my current boyfriend, Nate, who he was playing World of Warcraft at the time. And I had like a little laptop. So I downloaded that game to give it a try. And like fell in love with it, but I didn't have like a computer that could really run it. And he had a PlayStation. So I searched on PlayStation for a game that was similar to World of Warcraft, and I found Final Fantasy 14. So I gave that game a try, and then I was obsessed for 3 years, and that's why I bought my first PC.
So that's how you got.
I never looked back. Yeah.
Interesting. Also, nice Harry Potter choice. That one's a classic for the GBA.
Thank you. I never finished it.
Really?
I couldn't get past the spiders. Yeah, I gave up. I remember like on vacations when we would drive places, I would just sit there on the spiders and I couldn't figure it out. And I think I was just like, all right, you know what? Maybe this game's just too hard for me.
Yeah, the games back then were pretty challenging. Not gonna lie.
and like there wasn't always like a guide for you to just look up online like how to, you know.
No, because YouTube wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
So either you were like, just stuck and you just didn't complete the game.
Yeah.
That's how I was when I was a kid. It was just like, oh man, like how am I gonna beat this guy? I don't know what to do. Just like who never touches the game.
Do you have a game that you like never finished because it was too hard?
So Roller Coaster Tycoon, huh? That was your first PC game?
Yeah. I love that one. It was fun to like, you know, do all the make all the roller coasters.
Yeah. Sorry, there was messing with my sound settings, was clipping a bit much. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to fix that. Yeah, I never got into that series. So, what was it about it that interested you specifically?
Pretty much like just being able to like do it like you get to place things where you want to place them. So it was like customizable, and it was like your own. It was like rarely would it like look like somebody else's, probably, because you get to just, it's like creating your own theme park.
Yeah, I never really got into that series. I've seen it, but not really for me. But interesting that you're into it.
I mean, I tried to get back into it, and it's not the same. But when I was a kid,
just one of those things where it's just like at the time you were into it. So okay, going off of that. So what would you say would be your favorite game right now, currently?
My favorite at the moment, I'm in between. I don't know. I'm like losing passion for like battle royales. They were my favorite. So like at one point, like Apex, and then I started to play like Overwatch, which isn't a battle royale, but like, so those were my favorite. And now I'm like swapping over to like this game, Last Epoch, and this other game, No Rest for the Wicked. They're ARPGs. Those two are my favorite at the moment. I don't think I can choose which is my favorite right now, because I'm kind of like in the middle of discovering different games that I like.
All right, okay. I'm gonna make this easy for you. So typically, if it's too hard to answer like your favorite, I'm gonna ask you for your top 5 then.
Oh, okay, cool. Sounds good.
All right, so give me your top 5 then.
Okay, so top 5 would be Overwatch, Last Epoch, No Rest for the Wicked, and then, oh man, Final Fantasy 14 always. And then for the 5th one, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I can come up with a 5th one.
Just 4?
Yeah, just 4.
Interesting. I honestly thought you were gonna say Apex at the very least.
I haven't played Apex for like, I always want to play Apex, but I just never do it.
Yeah, that's fair. Those battle royales can get very tiring after a certain point.
Yeah, they are. They're so stressful. Like, a 20-minute game just to like possibly lose. It's like, oh, so rough.
I know, especially when you're just trying to relax and not try as hard, and then you go up against like a team of like just tryhards.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely not the game to relax on anymore.
Nope. But interesting choices. Seems like you kind of become more of an ARPG person, huh?
Yeah, it's been pretty fun. I didn't know I would like them, but turned out they were pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. Especially the Last Epoch game, I heard is pretty good. But they also need to iron out a few bugs, though.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm noticing. Well, the few games that are like my favorite right now, they aren't perfect, but like they're just so fun that they're still playable. Even though there is some issues here and there, but it's pretty cool.
That's dope. So, would you recommend it to anybody out there that hasn't played it yet?
If you like those types of games, yeah. And then the thing about Last Epoch is like the builds that you could do are endless. Like, there's just so many different possibilities. It's just like you can just do multiple characters, just trying different stuff constantly. Okay,
so now I wanted to ask you about Final Fantasy. So, how did you get into that game specifically? Because I know that's a pretty popular game. I know a few people that go into it, but how did you get into it?
Because I liked World of Warcraft, and I was looking for a game that was similar, because all I had was a PlayStation to play on. So that's how I just started it, because I was like, this game's supposed to be like, wow, and I can play it on the PlayStation. So then I dove into it and was addicted for 3 years. Immediately.
So immediately you sucked to it.
Yes, immediately. Yeah, because there was a lot of content to do.
Okay, I gotta ask, did you ever get into it when it was like in that broken state when it like first came out? Was
No,
it
no, no. I started at the end of its third expansion, I think. I can't really remember.
so when it started getting good then practically?
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much.
Mm, interesting. Yeah. That one's a pretty good MMO. I won't lie. I played it for a little bit, but unfortunately, because I bought it when it was on disc, so I didn't get to play it so much because the free trial only lasted for a certain period. And
Oh, yeah.
and also, I think I used some random email I didn't actually have, so lost access to
Oh,
that.
yeah. That's unfortunate.
Yep. Tell me about it.
Yeah,
Also,
that game is so fun. Like I just feel like there's something in the game for everyone. They have a lot of stuff to do.
yeah, definitely. Uh, Same with World of Warcraft too. Now that one with how old it is and how many expansions it has a lot to do.
Yeah, I'm lost in that game. I want to like do end game, but like I get lost.
Yeah, definitely easy to get lost in an MMO.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was actually kind of like that with Black Desert. I don't know if you ever played that one. That one is
Yeah,
what to say?
I want to try that one, but I know they're so time consuming when you first start. That's why I haven't yet.
It's
But
combat.
like
It's combat. If you want a good combat MMO, that one has the best combat, in my opinion, at least.
really? Okay. Is
Yeah,
it like how would you describe the combat in it to like sell it to me? You know, cuz like I want to try it.
it's kind of like hack and slashes. Like I don't know if you ever like seen
Okay.
like games like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta. It's kind of like that kind of style.
Okay. Uh-huh. Yep.
So
Okay.
it's still kind of tap target, like kind of like your average MMO, but like
Mhm.
it feels like more like a third person action game.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would are the raids good in that? Cuz like that's what I love about the
Uh,
MMOs are like the things where like, you know, a group of you get together and like beat a boss because you all had to do something. I don't know,
Yeah,
I just like
I heard they're good, but here's the only downside is the monetization because it's a Korean MMO. Korean games are known
Oh,
for monetization, like huge
yeah.
monetization.
Ah, okay, okay. I see. I see.
Yeah,
Heck
so
yeah. I should try that
just
one
letting you
though.
know that.
Thanks for the warning.
Yeah, but also real quick, shout out to Lyobi in the chat, hyping you up.
Let's go. Let's go.
Also, shout out to Not Cool Wolf in the chat. I see you there. Yeah. So, okay, I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna bounce to your Twitch stuff right now. So, how did you wind up going to doing Twitch?
So I started Twitch to stream my Final Fantasy 14 raids because at the time that was the only game I was playing, and I was like, yeah, I could stream my raids. That would be fun. And then I started, and then my friend I would like make friends, you know, trying to like meet new people and grow the channel while they're growing theirs. And they introduced me to Apex, and then that started my addiction for Apex, and then that's when I really started streaming because, you know, the game was new. There was so much content for me to do. Um, and yeah, I did that. I played that game for like, I don't know, year and a half, 2 years. It was, you know, something to stream all the time.
So that was like your first game then that you streamed consistently.
Consistently, yes. But Final Fantasy 14 was my very first game that I would like wait. I remember doing like a stream at 4 a.m. because when raid resets would happen, I would wake up at 4 a.m. and like stream my raids for the 2 hours. And then maybe at nighttime I would stream Apex.
4 a.m. Jeez, you are a madman.
Yeah. You know, that's when the best that's when you log in and you clear the fight on the first try because everybody is there and they know what they're doing. You know, less people messing up at 4 a.m. They're more dedicated to the okay, look, I was addicted. You know. It's true. 4 a.m.
Yeah, and it also tracks with your sleep pattern, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man. So okay, so this is one of the different topics I wanted to ask you. So, I know YouTube was pretty big already before Twitch was even a thing. So, like, why Twitch and not like YouTube or any other platforms?
For streaming, I didn't really know you could stream on YouTube, I guess at the time.
Okay. So,
but like I know you could like upload videos and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never really thought about uploading gaming footage to YouTube until I saw other like streamers uploading their content to YouTube. I always thought of YouTube as like somewhere to post like funny things or like informative things, but never like, gaming stuff, I guess.
Fair enough, I guess. But I don't know. For me, because like I always done YouTube. I've done it for like quite a few years now. So for me, I know YouTube wasn't that big in streaming too when Twitch was out, and it wasn't until Twitch that YouTube kind of like was focusing on that. But like Twitch was the primary like streaming site. So
yeah, I didn't really watch Twitch before.
So you just kind of found it and just decided to just like stream.
Right. So Nate would watch Twitch streamers that would play World of Warcraft. And then Nate would also sometimes stream his WoW, which gave me the idea to stream my raids.
So he gave you the idea then. Okay.
Yeah. He helped me like set it up and stuff like that. Yep. But we were really new to it at the time, so it was like a fun little adventure.
That's a neat little hobby to get into together, I guess.
Yeah.
So would you say it worked? So would you say it worked out for you, like just like getting into it with him, like helping you out, or was there a little bit of struggle?
I found that I just like really enjoyed it. Growing up, I would do like in school and stuff. I would do like the morning show, or like in high school, I would do like TV production class. So I always liked this type of stuff. Just never thought about doing stuff like that live, I guess. But so when I tried it, I just like loved it, fell in love with it. And then I was like obsessed with it, where you're like trying to do things. You can't stop thinking about it, Oh
yeah.
When you first try something.
when you're doing this type of stuff, you tend to be creative.
Yeah. It was pretty fun. Really cool.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess my next question would be like, was there any like inspiration from like any other streamers that like, you had that like I guess would give you ideas for how you would do your streams?
Yeah, probably everybody. Like I think I get influenced by everyone. Like no matter like if I'm watching different people, you stumble on someone's stream, you're always gonna remember things that you liked, right? And then down the road you'll be like, oh, you know what? I remember this, I remember that. I want to put a little bit of this, a little bit of that,
Yeah, just a little bit of everything that is kind of inspires you, I guess.
Yeah. I wouldn't say like I had one specific person that I would watch that like really, matched everything I would want to do. It was probably just like a little bit of everything. Plus, when you do research, the internet gives you ideas, videos give you ideas, and then you grab what you like.
Definitely. I know that, especially being an editor, so I kind of take a lot of ideas from other people.
Right, and then you like, put a little spin on it, or you just apply it to whatever you're doing, and then eventually I feel like you forget that you were influenced for those ideas. Sometimes you're just like, yeah, I remember learning this like 5 years ago, and I've just been doing it ever since.
It's like, who did I learn that from?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so interesting. So yeah, I guess it's different from like for me, like seeing like that inspiration, because like when I started streaming, I was kind of inspired by like all like big streamers, like like Summit, or like people already that big,
Right, and I don't really like. I'm still learning about big streamers and like the people that have been doing it for a while, and because I'm like new to the gaming space, I guess you could say. So it's like I don't know who has been good forever and who's has really good battle royale skills and who's got good PvP skills, and then it turns out they stream. I'm still like learning all that stuff and
you're
finding out about new people. Yeah, it's really cool. Like I'll find like a new person and I'm like, oh wow, they've been playing this their whole life and making content for it, and it's really cool.
Yeah. Okay. Going to that topic actually. So I know you like to shout out like smaller streamers than you, which is actually pretty cool. So big respects to that. So
Heck yeah.
so you just don't go around like just watching like big creators or creators that you already know. You like to watch like new people, huh?
Yeah, so much that I've capped out my follower list.
Wait, there's a cap to it?
There is a cap, and I've capped it multiple times. But I'm always down to like, watch new people. It's crazy the amount of people that you could stumble upon that like are actually like hilarious, or like, they make the content that you could just sit there and watch while you play your games. 'Cause that's mainly what I do. Is I'm a big like lurker, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So like I like to watch things while I'm doing something. So a lot of the times I'm just in a chat and no one knows. Just lurking, watching like it's television.
That's fair.
Yeah.
As long as you're enjoying the content, I guess.
Yeah. But that's how I met like a lot of people. It's nice. And sometimes when people are like in my chat, I don't find out that they stream till like, sometimes like a month later. You're like, oh snap, this person streams, and then you go hang out and you get to like, get to know them and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I guess for me it was kind of different because like doing YouTube mostly, so I interacted with mostly people who streamed on YouTube. So I would always have to like find these people through YouTube, find their YouTube videos that they would upload, subscribe to them, and then like when I found out they live streamed, I'd interact with them in the chat, but like because it wasn't like Twitch where they live stream every day, it was different, So in that regard, it's kind of like interesting, like that, like you find people like just by lurking, because like you could always find people on Twitch like 24/7, or on YouTube like there are specific days where people stream and like not everyone streams, so.
Right. Because most people just do videos, and then some people also stream.
Yeah, basically.
I'd see that would be harder to like find other people streaming. It's like a harder process to find streamers, unless I think YouTube does have do they have like a live channel?
They do, but they didn't have that before. It took them a while.
So that's new.
Yeah. So I've seen you also collab with other streamers too. With the what's the brand called, the 7 Keys or whatever.
Key 7.
Yeah, Key 7. So I've seen you collab a lot. How has that been for you?
It's been pretty fun. We've like at first it was like esports. It's like an esports apparel and then like entertainment type company or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we were like really big into Apex, and then Apex kind of just, not that fun anymore. So now we kind of just get together sometimes and make funny videos together and like brainstorm stuff with each other, and just like it's fun to have like a little group of people who kind of all have the same mindset as you, and we're all really close, like a family, so it's really cool.
That's good. Have any favorite moments like from like streaming with other people? Like anything
like just collabs? Are you like separating because like Key 7's like the group I'm with, and then or do you mean just like
collaborations,
collabing with random people,
in
or
general?
not random people, but you know what I mean? Okay. A favorite moment. Really? No moment like stands out, but I like the vibes that it brings. Like when you're just playing, like let's say like COD for an example, like that's not a game that I take very serious. So like if I collab with other people and we're playing that game, it's mainly for the laughs, and the random rage moments, or like the random moments where one person does really good or they get like the last kill of the game, and it shows up on screen. And then everyone's just like hyping each other up the whole time. That's probably my favorite.
So you're kind of just like there for the vibes then, huh? Just like,
Yeah. For the most part, unless we're like queued up for rank or something, then the vibes turn a little bit more serious because you're trying to win. But like when you collab with other people, I think the focus is more just like
just having fun.
getting to know them, and yeah, and then laughing and joking around and just like having a good time.
Oh yeah, definitely. So interesting. So like then that's no specific one. You're just there. You're just like to chill and just like talk with people and have fun.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it all depends, what we're playing, who I'm playing with. Like if I always play with them and we're more competitive personality, like it all depends. I do like to win, but if I'm losing over and over with a group of friends or like a group of people that you just plan to just vibe out with, then yes, there for the vibes. Now, if the plan was to win every game, then you never know. I'm a competitive by nature, so
aren't we all? Huh?
Yeah, it seems to be the common theme.
Okay. So going back to a gaming question, jumping off of that. So how do you get into like competitive gaming? Like, because I know like for a while you took Apex pretty seriously, like you were streaming that nonstop. So how'd you? What got you into that? Like just
really, it was probably Apex, because I never really liked playing competitive games because I was bad with a controller. Like this is as if like I've always only been around console.
Yeah.
And like friends and stuff would only have console, so I would try with a controller and I'm just really bad at it. But once I tried Apex and I was able to use my mouse and keyboard, I was able to really get into the competitive side and enjoy it. And like I don't know, it's really fun seeing yourself improve and like climb ranks and go back down in the ranks and then re-climb up in the ranks and have a bad day and then you realize, and then your next day you're really good, and it's just fun, all of that, the whole experience.
Yeah, just that thrill of when you win a game, it just like feels good, and then you just want to continue that.
Right. But if I had to use controller, I probably would have never really gotten into it.
Fair enough.
Because I just for some reason can't. I just can't. I can use a controller for like an RPG, but for a shooter game, I just can't do it. I don't know why.
Ironically, I'm actually the opposite way. I can use a controller for shooters, but I can't use it for RPGs.
Really? That's interesting. That's really cool. It's very interesting.
Like especially for MMORPGs, like I think the best example would be I don't know if you ever heard of Dragon Age. That one's kind of handles like an MMO with tap targeting, but
okay.
It's just completely single player. It does not. It feels clunky when you play on controller.
Yeah, for games like FF14 and WoW, the MMORPGs, I do prefer mouse and keyboard. But like just like a story game, I would use controller because I want to be like hanging out on the couch, relaxing, full relax mode in those games.
Yeah. Okay, so I gotta ask, like, what got you into Apex compared to like other battle royales that were out there at the time?
Okay, so the story is at the time I would play a lot of games with this person. I think their Twitch name was the Lone Wolf Squad at the time. They've changed it since then, but I think they've actually stepped out of streaming too. But we used to game a lot, and we would play Fall Guys. And then they were trying out Apex Legends. And they like put on Twitter like, "Hey, I'm gonna play this game. Anyone want to play?" And it was just a random moment. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll play. I'm gonna be bad, so you're gonna have to teach me how to play, but I'll join. And that's what happened. It took one day, and I was hooked.
Oh, interesting. Just out of the get go, huh?
Yeah. Yep. It was just I just played one day with my friend and had so much fun. I like tell people, like, your first year of Apex Legends is the best year ever. Like, that's when you're full addicted. You're full learning all the characters. You're learning the guns. You're losing a lot because you don't know what you're doing, but you're also going up against other people who are bad like you. So you're not always losing, but it's just really fun to learn the game itself.
I will say as someone who got into it with friends, like I can say can truly say that that is the case. Like,
Yeah.
even though we were bad at times, it was pretty easy to get into.
Yeah. It was good, you know? And then you get good at the game and then you're going up against sweats and you're like, "Is this fun anymore? I don't know."
Just
I'm
these
having fun, right? Yeah.
just that doubt in your head, like, I don't know if this is fun anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. You're like, "Man, I wish I could go back to when I didn't know what I was doing."
Yeah, but what were your thoughts about like other games like Fortnite or I guess like H1Z1 since those were also pretty big at the time? You ever get into those?
So, I never tried H1Z1. To this day, I don't know. I don't know what that references to. Maybe I'll look it up after this.
It,
But Fortnite, I did try, and it's fun. But there's something about it that I just can't get into it forever. Like, it's definitely a game that I just play like with friends and stuff. But I think it might be the third person. Oh, dude! Speaking of third person, before I played Apex, like 2 weeks before that, I was playing Rogue Company.
oh, you
And
got
that
into
game
that
was
game.
also, yeah, so that game was my first PC shooter game because that's when I was first started on Twitch. And at the time, that game was like really popular. And you would watch a streamer to get access key to play the game. And that's how
Right.
and then I would stream that game. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, and then I got into Apex. Yep, that's how it happened. And I forgot about that. I always forget about Rogue.
Yeah,
Every time I hear,
that game's kind of gone under the radar now. I think it's actually kind of dead on PC now.
yeah, people play it, but and every time I go back to it, I like it, but I don't love it. I don't really like the shoulder swap because I can't find a comfortable key to put it on to constantly swap while I'm playing the game with ability keys, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so that one's a squad-based shooter, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like TDM stuff like that.
Yeah. Kind of like Black Ops 3, I guess, in a way, with abilities. Yeah.
Yeah, I never played Black Ops 3, but I'm gonna agree. Yep.
Yeah. Well, as a former Call of Duty veteran, I will say that is the case because that kind of was what kicked off the trend. Funny enough.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because before that, there wasn't really much, I guess. Like, Valve wasn't out at the time, so there wasn't... I guess you could say Team Fortress really was it. I don't know if you ever played Team Fortress.
I haven't, but I think I've seen people play it.
But I think primarily it was Black Ops 3 and Overwatch that kicked it off.
Ooh,
Overwatch was like probably the king of hero shooters.
Nice. I never played Overwatch 1. I think I played it like once because I bought the game, but I never played it after that. And then I started on Overwatch 2. That game is so fun.
Yeah, you streamed that one quite a few times, right?
It gave me the same feeling as Apex. Like when I was first starting it, didn't know what I was doing, learning all the characters. You're bad at the game, so you can laugh at your mistakes or something,
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I'm starting to get the same feelings now of like, now I kind of know what I'm supposed to do and I know a little bit, and then you get put up against real sweaty squads and you start getting competitive, and then you're mad when you lose, and yep.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess jumping off that, I guess my next question would be if like you've thought about like other games to like kind of like stick to like primarily, or if you just kind of just are gonna keep jumping from game to game, like depending on your preference.
Yeah, I'm right now for streaming wise and just in general gaming, I'm definitely full variety. Like trying new games that come out if they look like I'll enjoy them. Like that's how I got into the game No Rest for the Wicked. I saw it on the Twitch, whatever it's called, where they show all the games. And I saw that it was new, and then I like watched someone like a little bit of gameplay, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna enjoy that game. So then I streamed it, and then I'm in love with that game. I haven't finished it, but yeah, that's pretty much what I do now. If anything new comes out that I look like I'll play it. I'm excited for Diablo. It's coming out, I think, in like 2 weeks, the new season. So that'll be fun.
Interesting. So Yeah, because I know that some people would just kind of stick to like just one game and then just stream that, and then like once in a while they'll like go off and do another game. But I
Mm-hmm.
guess, would you say it's kind of better for you like doing variety, just instead of
Uh,
sticking to one game?
yeah, for like my happiness and, to continue streaming, yeah, I would say so. I feel like I'm not a person that can do the same thing every day. So it's like while I had the passion to learn Apex and keep streaming it, I loved it. But then it was like I was getting to the point where I was like playing the game and I was like, do I even want to play right now? Or am I just playing it to have something to stream? So
I
then
guess
I started swapping to playing different games. And then I found out I was way more happier doing that.
so it started kind of feeling more like a job for you then, huh?
Right. And I'm not like I'm not at the level to where doing it every day and then I'm going to like go compete in a competitive game, for like money. Like that's not where I'm at. So I just feel like playing it every day, even though I'm not playing it for fun. I would just be playing it so I can keep my skill up to keep continuing being good. To me, just wasn't fun.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm working for a competition. It's not like I'm, a pred and I'm trying to hold, top 10 preds or something. I was just playing and I was like, well, I kind of want to play different games. I just got to find what other games I like, which is what I'm doing now, which is how I figured out I like games like Diablo and Last Epoch. Like those I would have never expected to enjoy those games until I tried them. And I was like, holy shit,
that's
I
always
love those.
That's always a good experience too. Like I find like when trying out new games, like you never know what you're gonna like because there's so much out there. There's so much gaming. There's so many
That's
games
what I'm
out there.
realizing. There is so many. There are so many games out there. Like it's actually insane.
Yeah. So yeah, especially too on Steam and like I guess Game Pass. There's like tons of ways you can play games and like it's just like it overwhelms you too.
It does. Yeah, because like what if you want to play them all, but you got to choose one to play that in that moment?
Right? It's like you don't have the time to play them all.
Yup.
So I guess my next question for you would be like any games that you're looking forward in the future, like to playing or hyped for?
Like to come out. I really want a new MMORPG to come out and like ruin my life. That's what I'm waiting for. I don't know if any of those are coming out. I haven't really heard. When I heard that Riot was doing one, I got like a little excited, but then I heard that they pushed that back like really far. Got a little sad, and then I don't know if Ashes of Creation is ever gonna come out. But I just want a game like that to come out. I'm tired of new shooter games. I like it. There's plenty of shooter games. I want a really good MMORPG, please, to just ruin me.
Just like I'm tired of all these battle royales and shooters. I just want something else.
Yeah, I really want another game to come out that just
takes your time.
Yeah, I want a game that's like you play for 12 hours, 5 days in a row, and you don't even realize it. You just still want to play. You don't want to go to sleep.
I was kind of like that with Minecraft. Funny enough, when I was like younger.
Yeah, I believe it.
Those survival games will get you in deep sometimes, especially if they're really addicting. Like I guess Ark was that for me. Like I could not put that game down for a while.
Yeah, really? That's all. I've never played that game, but like I kind of want to, but I feel like it's too late to try it.
Well, I guess you could try it with Ark 2 since that's coming out. But
when is that coming out? Soon?
I think it's already out for. I think it might already be out. I think it came out this year.
Okay.
But
yeah, it's okay if you don't know, because I don't know either. I can't keep up with all these games,
I know. I guess it's not out yet. Okay. So I guess they still need to announce. I guess they still need a date for it. Damn.
Nice. Now we get to look forward to it.
Yeah, but yeah, survival games do that to me, but it. I guess for me, like those type of games, like I kind of like now since I'm going to college. So for me, it's hard to get into games that like need a lot of time and devotion to them.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, it's understandable.
I guess for like what would that be for you? Like, do you have like that time like just to commit or?
Well, being like a full-time streamer right now, I do have that time. But like, let's say I go out and go back into nursing soon or something, then I'll have to choose one game. Really, I won't be able to play all the game. I mean, even now that I have all this time, I don't play all the games I want to play because then I would be at my computer and I would never leave. You know.
Oh yeah, that would be unhealthy.
Yeah, like this chair just isn't that cozy, you know. I would never go outside, you know. And then I have animals, you know. They don't love when you're in the computer room. Sometimes they want to be on the couch with you. So it's like sometimes I want to play a game, but I choose not to be at the computer.
Oh yeah.
But I do have the time. Like I could spend 8 hours a day on a game.
But it's just like realistically that would be unhealthy though to do it like nonstop, right?
Right. Yeah, just like constantly playing games 14 hours a day, like yeah, I don't know. I need to get out of the house or I'll never leave.
I guess that's a fear a lot of people have when they have like the time for streaming, like they might not be able to do anything else because like I guess like with streaming, like it also kind of can become a job for a lot of people, so they'll have to like just like play the next game and whatever day, just continue that 24/7.
Mm-hmm. And actually, like sometimes I've been taking the weekends off. I've been trying to stream Monday through Friday. So I haven't been able to finish a game that I want to finish because I want to save it to share the experience with stream. So now I haven't played it because I haven't streamed yet. Like even if I have like a 30 minutes or an hour of free time, I choose not to play it because I'm going to wait to stream it with chat and stuff. But at the same time, it's kind of like, you know, you get the build up and the excitement to play the game because I'm not playing it, you know. It's like, oh, I gotta wait to play it, and then I get more excited. So there's some pros.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Okay, so I guess my next question, going away from that, I guess would be related to your branding. So I know you like pizza. So
I do.
How did you come up with the name the Pizza Queen, huh?
So my friends kind of gave me that name at the time, like in the beginning of streaming. And I just kind of went with it. It just kind of like became a thing. Before, when I first started streaming, I didn't have a camera, but I needed something to cover up the Final Fantasy 14 like chat box. So it was a pink GIF. So it was like a pink background, and it had pizza slices and like a pattern, and it was the cheese and pepperoni would slide off of it. It would like melt off the cheese. And it was just like a GIF, and I just had that. And then at the time, I think I was just constantly eating pizza. I like order pizza. I would always talk about it. I would have, you know, it was just like a common thing that we all shared, and it kind of just became the theme. And I just let it run. I just let it ride.
So it's kind of just something
like,
that it stuck to your community then, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. And now I just keep it because like it's not like my only theme, I guess you could say. Like it's not the only thing about me, but like I definitely keep it involved, but I try to make it not the main, you know.
Yeah, because there's also you, and like you also have the iconic red hair, I guess, which is also part of your just like your personality.
Yeah, I never had that. Well, it's new within like the past few years. I just kind of been like playing around with like different colors of what I want to try, and then I dyed it red, and I was like, wow, I feel like I was born with this hair color. I love it. But you never know. May change it up one day. I like to change things up constantly. I'm like addicted to change sometimes.
Any changes coming to your Twitch or anything?
I need to fix my background, like in my stream room. I'm always changing that. But
I think the better question is, when aren't you changing that?
Yeah, when I need a break, when I feel lazy, I won't change anything. I'll just let it go. But then it's kind of like when I have an idea, I do it. So I stop thinking about it. But
you
yeah,
get.
no major changes really, and like maybe like scene changes. Sometimes I change things up because I get bored kind of fast when I'm looking at the same thing.
Damn, well, I'm trying to get the scoop on what you're trying to play next.
Oh, like game wise?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, the new season of D4 is coming out,
Oh
so
god, you're
I'm
gonna
looking
go into
forward to that.
Destiny
That's in two. Um,
or not?
Diablo 4,
Oh,
but I
Diablo
will
4.
play Destiny.
Okay.
You're fine. That's in 2 weeks, but I know Destiny is coming out with a new expansion. I will be playing that, and then Final Fantasy 14 is also coming out with a new expansion in like June, so I'll also be playing that. So those are like in the next upcoming months. I want to try Elden Ring at some point, but I'm trying to finish. I need to finish my last Epoch character and get that to 100 while also doing a new Fire Mage, and then I'm trying to finish this game No Rest for the Wicked, which will also eventually have new content come out. And also my playthrough is with a staff, and you can't redo your attributes, so which means if I want to do a whole nother build, I have to make a whole character and then do the attributes correctly. There's a lot of games. Sorry.
I don't know if you've seen that oof gif where like the old guy just goes oof.
Yeah. Yep.
That's kind of what I was doing when you told me about the no changing characters thing.
Yeah, dude, it's rough. They're like, first playthrough, don't mess up your attributes because you can't change them. And some weapons you need, to spec in like certain places, and it's fun. It's great.
That is rough.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of had a moment like that. I don't know if you ever played Fallout. There's like perks that you can have in the game. There's some useless perks that actually don't benefit you, actually.
And you chose them?
Yeah.
Nice. Love that. See, those are the good stream moments, or like, like those are the things I love. It's like, we got.
Right. It's always fun.
And we're punished for it in game. Yep.
So I guess my next question would be, because I know you branched out into different platforms like Kick, YouTube, instead of just doing Twitch. So how has that been for you?
I've kind of lost the fire to do it, to be honest. I was like really motivated and like posting on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, but I kind of hated the fact that I would post the same clip on all platforms.
Yeah.
And then just like trying to come up and do like a YouTube video constantly, plus the shorts, plus you stream.
Yeah, because typically for doing all that, you need like a team, really, because that's something that really big YouTubers do. Because like, there's quite a few YouTubers I follow that like they have an editor to put out YouTube videos for them, or they'll stream on Twitch, and that's where they'll use those VODs for their editors to like upload for them,
right?
Stuff like that.
Yeah, I definitely need that, but I'm like still at the point where like I don't make enough to be able to invest that much. So it's like I'm probably gonna go get like a part-time job soon so that I can do that type deal. Plus, I like having multiple jobs, and you have money to buy a video game or stuff like that. But at the moment, it's kind of like when you start your business off, you're doing everything in the beginning.
Yeah, 100%.
And or you're starting your YouTube channel, but you also want to stream, or you also want to like let's say you're YouTube and you also want to sell your merch, but you're gonna make your merch at home to make the most money. Like you're doing it all, and then you get burnt out, which is where I'm at currently. I'm just like, when I'm done streaming, I don't want to go back and clip things and then take the time to download them. Like when I do that, I have done that step, but I haven't actually then opened up my editor and then thrown the clips in, because then once you make the clips, then you got to upload them, and then you got to do the title, and you got to do the tags, all that extra YouTube stuff that no one, really knows about till you do it. You're like, there's a lot of in your thumbnail, it's like there's so much, and it takes so much time.
See, that's the reason why I kind of stopped branching out. I wanted to do Twitch, but YouTube just it requires a lot of effort.
It does. It really does. But the cool thing about you streaming plus doing, like if you do upload recorded content and stuff, like at least it's all on the same platform.
Yeah,
You
100%.
know, you're not having to do different platforms, you know, it's like all in one for you, which I'm assuming that's what YouTube's doing. I want to do it, but it's scary to do multiple. Same thing with Kick, you know, it's
That's
scary
what
to just.
that's what I actually wanted to ask you. Like how like what got you into doing like the multiple platform type of thing? Like what was your mentality for that whole thing?
Um, you know, I don't know. It was just something new that you want to give a try, you know, try a different platform. Um, I was doing both, streaming on both, but then I realized I just would run out of time. Like I want to keep doing Kick. I just need to like it takes a lot of scheduling, you know? Like it's hard sometimes to stick by a schedule when you don't have a boss telling you that you have to stick by the schedule or like
Oh yeah, because when you're doing your own thing, it's like you're your own boss.
right, which I've struggled for the past 2 years. Like it's been hard to like I just now did a schedule for Twitch and I'm actually sticking to it. Yeah, I just started that and I never really every time I tried a schedule, I would like wouldn't follow it because I would stay up too late the night before and then not be able to wake up in time for the stream or like not have the energy. So it's kind of like I'm having to learn what I do in the morning, like what takes, you know, what this in the morning takes this amount of time before you can start your stream. Like give yourself an amount of time. Don't set up like an impossible day and then you just constantly miss your schedule. I've been very struggling with that. It's been very hard.
I can relate with that. I can relate with that, especially with the show, because starting it out at first, getting guests on at a specific time is always a challenge. Because like I always need to do stuff in the morning first, so I need to make sure I have enough time to do that stuff, and just like also prepare for the stream too.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's more than you know. It like you're like, wow, I'm gonna fail a few times before I get this right.
Right. Has there been any moments where like you felt like you weren't like doing enough?
I mean, like streaming wise.
Yeah.
And I mean, all the time. I want to do so much. And like, I still feel like, yeah, I feel like that all the time.
Interesting.
I want to do more. Yeah. Like what I would love to do is wake up, do a few hour stream on Kick, like a cozy morning stream, and then, you know, get off, eat lunch, then fire up my Twitch stream for, you know, 6 hours in stream, collect clips, start editing them, cook dinner, you know, go to bed on time. That doesn't happen. That's like a perfect day. That will never happen.
Oh yeah.
You know, plus like maybe throw in a hobby, you know, a few hours for a hobby, you know, or
if you're lucky.
Education. Yeah, right. Education, YouTube, make me go on a walk. You're like, how many hours in a day do you think you have, Kaya? Like
yeah, I guess all that really matters is like organization with your time. Really.
Yeah, which my brain just like doesn't love. My brain has like no concept of time if I don't like put a timer or, you know, have a clock in front of me. I'll just like the day will just go by.
Okay, so I guess that actually kind of leads me to my next question of like for streaming. I know like it can be very draining, especially when like you're streaming for hours on end. So have you ever had those moments like where you just like felt like too drained to like do like a full stream?
Yes, all the time. And like sometimes I have to ask myself, am I tired or do I just need to step away for 10 minutes, you know, to stop looking at the screen? Because there's been times where I'll in stream, then I'll be like, man, I really want to start my stream back up because now I got the energy. But yeah, like let's say I do like a 12-hour stream and then the next day I'm supposed to like stream again, I'll be tired, you know? Or it all depends too, because like there's this game Helldivers, which I'm sure a lot of people know. That game drains me. If I play that game, I've learned that I can only do like a 3-hour stream. It also, it depends on like per game, on like how much energy you got to, you know, keep going. Because I've learned if I play Helldivers, do not plan a collab with somebody after Helldivers because you will have no energy to interact with them the way you want to, like, you know, have fun. It'll be like, I'm too tired. I need a nap before we play this game.
That was actually kind of my thing with Apex, because I was actually streaming that on my channel for quite a few times. I streamed it for like the max I streamed it for was 3 hours, but like the most I could stream it for was an hour before getting tired, just like competing.
Yeah. Yeah, and then especially dude, if you're doing like comp. I mean, even just the pubs feel like comp sometimes. Like you're like, yep, my whole dinner's riding on this. Won't be able to eat dinner tonight if I lose this game. Like you're just stressed for a whole hour, Like I don't know. I haven't really figured it out. Playing for 3 hours, 4 hours. I feel like the only time you could play for like 5-6 hours is if the games are just going good. They're just going smoothly and you're not stressing. Like they're just easy peasy lemon squeezy. But it's like when they're stressed, when
definitely.
you're stressing, you're like, I need a break. I need a whole day away from this game.
Okay, off topic question, but if you were ever in the middle of those games, did you ever like order food and like have to get up in the middle of the game just to get the food at the door?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The cardinal sin.
Sometimes you need to get up. Yeah. Or you take my what happens a lot sometimes is like I'll be knocked or dead or whatever, and I'll eat the food that's already arrived. Like I'll take a bite, or like you get up to run to go get something and they like revive you and then you're just standing there.
Or
I walked away because I was dead. Don't
Or the best moment is when you come back and everyone's dead. You're just like your whole squad's dead.
Yeah, and you're the only one alive, and you're like, ooh, about that. Sorry, I was eating, or I walked away for a moment thinking we were all gonna die or something, or all the time.
I guess jumping to my next question, I guess would be, you have any like future plans? I guess like for like just your like the future of your content, like where you want it to go.
Honestly, I have no idea, because I never would have thought I would have been like an Apex streamer when I started streaming, or I never would have thought that I would have swapped my likes of gaming genre to like ARPGs. At one point I was like, oh, battle royales for life. Now I'm really enjoying them, and then now I'm like swapped to variety, and it's like, who knows at this point what you're gonna run into, what you're gonna like to do. Like, what if like in 2 years I'm not even playing games anymore and I'm just like talking all the time? Like just chatting streams scared me, and then I just tried to like give it a try and then catch myself talking for so long. Or like I really like chess now. I just started chess. Like what if I become a chess streamer? Like I don't know. I don't know where it's gonna go.
Hey, if you need someone to go against, hit me up.
Dude, I'm always looking for. Yeah, I'm really bad. I'm like really, really bad. Like 300, 400 level.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm just like basic. I just know the basic principle. I don't know how to strategize in that game.
Heck yeah, like I couldn't probably play on a board right now because, the horses, the knights. Like I still get confused where to jump sometimes. Like it's pretty fun though. It gives me the same feeling of learning Apex. Like it's that same feeling. I'm learning a new game, and it's on the competitive side. So I'm happy until I know too much, and then I'll start not enjoying it probably when I lose.
Real quick shout out to I think I'm gonna butcher this name. I know I am, but Blue Rocker, whatever, however you say that.
Nice.
Hyping you up in the chat.
Woo woo.
Yeah. So no plans then, huh? Just going with the ocean?
Pretty much. Yeah, I mean, I do want to make it's unrelated to streaming. I want to like make a film of like a short film, or like start making like little sketch and skits and stuff like that. To learn how to just like do some fun editing, or like music videos and stuff like that. And then probably somehow incorporate them into the stream. Maybe like when I walk away, I'll play them or something. Maybe that, just more like more showing my personality and my interests on stream rather than just gameplay, I guess, would be what I would like to see in my stream in the future.
Interesting. I'd say you'd be pretty successful at that. I personally think you have a good personality, especially for streaming.
Thank you. It's, trying to learn to be yourself on stream is kind of hard because you always think someone's judging, because there is someone always judging. You know, there could be a lurker that you don't know and they're judging you, and you just have to get used to that feeling of just like, be yourself, because why would you want to be judged? And, you know, what if you upset someone by not being yourself and you're like, dang, I guess I could have just beed myself there, and they wouldn't be mad now, you know? And then at least you can back yourself up with, that's just how I am, you know?
Yeah, well, I think
You
the
can
part of
go
that,
check another stream out.
I think part of that is just kind of like, for some of us, we're not really like, some of us aren't really known for like being in front of people for that long, you know? It's like, it's like always presenting yourself like certain ways is always hard. So we always have that thought in the back of our heads.
Yeah. Having a camera on versus camera off is actually totally different. Like, I don't do no cam streams often. I have dabbled in them more on like Kick, because I feel like I can play around with Kick a little bit more, because I haven't really done too much there. But I definitely want to do more no cam streams, just to like vibe and not feel like you have to smile all the time, or like, you know, like there's just like so much less stress.
I get that feeling.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. I love the, I don't know what it is about streaming that I can separate, but like, I hate, like, I could not be a public speaker and stand up in front of like 50 people, even 10 people, man. I don't know if I could do it. It would take some time. But like, being in front of like 50 people streaming, it's not, you don't have like 50 faces staring at you, you know?
Yeah. Well,
they're kind of like, you're like, yeah, they're there, but like, are they really there? Because like, you know, maybe maybe they're not even at the computer, you know, like
have you on as background noise too.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, it's just a little bit less stressful. I don't know how I've been able to separate the two.
It's interesting when you think about it, because like when like, especially for you, like when you stream, I've seen like you get up into like probably like double digit type of views. So like you have a lot of people watching sometimes. So it's interesting, like when you separate that from like being in person, it's like it's always just such a different feeling.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I think about like the streamers that have 10,000 people watching them, and then I'm like, dude, that's like, you know, like a whole auditorium of people just like watching them play a game, and somehow, you know, like, but I'm sure to them it doesn't feel like it, because there's not 10,000 heads, eyeballs, you know, looking at you while you're doing it, you know.
Yeah, sometimes you do have to, I think part of that also, like, you have to get used to just like the thought, like, you know what, I'm not even gonna think about the number, I'm probably just gonna have to just go on as it goes.
Yeah, you just turn the little switch on your brain, you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this, and you know, people might watch. You know, I don't know, it's interesting. I think the more you do it, you just get used to it.
Yeah,
it just becomes a norm.
Well, I actually interviewed someone quite recently who does another podcast on YouTube, and they get like around like 2,000 views per stream. So they recently, I guess they went to one of the big gaming conventions, and they actually talked in front of a crowd. They actually said that it was quite a different feeling, because like,
yeah, did they like it more, or like were they still nervous?
I guess like he said, because like one of his friends who he podcast with was saying like, don't look at them. Just continue to just talk.
I hear like if you just like find a pinpoint in the room and you look at that,
yeah,
or something, like I've heard of some things, but man, I get like my palms get sweaty, my face turns red. If I feel like I embarrassed myself, I like won't be able to like think straight. I'll stumble upon my words, you know, I'll forget how to speak. Like I have all those feelings in front of people. I wonder if I'll ever get over them. I don't know how your friend did that, or you know, how they did the podcast in front of everyone. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, it wasn't really a podcast, more like them talking to like the fans that went to that convention, I guess.
Oh, okay, yeah. Even then, you know.
Yeah, it's still difficult. Yeah, but I guess my next question for you is like, going back to Twitch. I guess like, have you felt like it's ever just been a job and like you just like wanted to stop it just completely, or?
Um, like complete stop.
Yeah.
I don't think I have. I have thought about the idea of like, oh, I wonder, one day, what if I just want to quit doing it? But I feel like I won't. I feel like even if I like took a step back, I would just do less streams. Like I would if I'd make it like not my main focus. But I don't think I would ever just stop, because then you start thinking about all the hard work you put into it already. I feel like instead of just stopping, I would just take it into a different direction. I guess you could say. Like if I lost my passion to stream video games, I would probably find something else I want to do. What if I wanted to just paint all the time? Then my stream would turn into a paint channel, or
a Bob Ross stream.
Yeah, exactly. Like I really liked my Bob. I did a Bob Ross stream, and it was so fun. Painting on stream is it was really fun. It's actually kind of hard, but it's pretty fun. It's an experience in itself. Like I want to do like cooking streams, all that. Yeah, like it's cool. It's very scary to try new things on stream, but yeah, I don't know. That's why I said I don't know where the direction will go either. Who knows? But I don't think I'll ever just stop. But I could stop if I really had to.
Yeah.
I'm able to sit things down. Like I could start a book and just sit it down and never come back to it. Like I could if I had to, but I don't think that'll happen.
So you feel pretty comfortable right now?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, that's good.
I enjoy it. I would, make it, maybe make it another job, and then it go back to being like my side hobby job, or who knows? I don't know.
Would you prefer if like Twitch was like kind of like your full-time thing?
I mean, I've been doing it full time for 2 years now, just because
Okay. Actually, let me rephrase it. Would you prefer if it like just remained that? Then I guess would be the better question.
Well, I find myself, no matter what my full time is, I'll always be looking for another thing. So now that I'm doing it full time, I'm constantly trying to think of a side hobby / job. So it probably won't be my only thing for much longer. I'll probably start something else. So no, I don't think I could only do this forever. Unless I was doing
something else.
Like I was doing gaming one day, cooking the next day, like, more wild variety, I guess you could say. Like, I don't know.
The only reason I asked that is because like I know some people kind of like build like their platforms to be like their primary way of like income, just like do that for the however long for their life, and then like once they're done, just dip out.
Yeah, I don't think I would do that. Like you said, I don't know. You'd like never know.
Yeah, I guess
it really comes so much.
I guess it really comes down for you, like just depends on like how you feel like later on in life, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. I would say, yeah. But like if I'm ever like super unhappy, like I'll just quit it, Like if it gets to that point, I would probably. But like I don't see myself doing that, because I think about all the hard work you put behind it, and then I'm just like, yeah, I could just keep doing whatever. Just change the, I swapped to full variety now, so I kind of can, take it any direction if need, Or it could just be like a segment, for the next, for this month, I'm super bored of games, so I'm just gonna like cook all day, So, like you have that freedom with streaming,
Yeah, I get same for you too. Like you can go any direction you want as long as like you just kind of commit, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. I like that.
But like I said, like streaming is completely different from like doing YouTube videos. especially from what I do, like with podcasting. It's like live streaming live streaming games is like really hard. You need to be entertaining. You need to like really connect with the fans in order to keep them there. So it's like it's different.
Yeah, which I find very difficult to do when doing competitive gaming. Like I kind of stopped enjoying doing competitive stuff sometimes on stream, because you really don't have time to chat and like goof off with chat sometimes, because you're just like you're like focused, not even looking at chat for like 10 minutes at a time sometimes, and then like And you're like, well, am I trying to be an entertaining streamer or am I trying to be like a competitive skilled streamer? You know, you have to kind of like choose unless you have the possibility to, some people can do both at the same time. And I love that people could do that, but I wish I could, you know, like be super focused, like hit every shot and then glance at chat and be able to hold the conversation and then come back to like just doing that is really hard. You have to be really good at what you do. You just had the muscle memory, the game at that point.
I think the only person I've seen who was able to do that was probably Shroud.
Yeah, which he's been doing it for a long time. So
yeah,
I would assume he's just got it down packed by now, you know?
Yeah, practically. All right. So I guess coming up to my last question here, because I think we pretty much covered everything I wanted to cover. But
cool.
I guess my last question for you would be like in terms of like helping other people out, like trying to figure out like doing Twitch. What would you like recommend them, or like advice would you have to give to people who want to do Twitch?
Like just starting?
Yeah.
Really just like play a game, choose a game that it's either like you want to like, do you want to entertain while you play the game, or are you really skilled and you want to show those skills off? So it's like definitely think about the game that you're going to want to play, and hopefully a game that you enjoy, you know, and you're happy to stream it. But I don't know, I feel like advice is really per person, you know, like per their situation, I guess. But a general rule of thumb is just play a game you enjoy, and only stream it if you enjoy streaming. Like just because you enjoy a game doesn't mean you need to stream it unless you enjoy that, you know, you want to be in front of an audience and entertain or show off your skill or teach people how to do it, you know. Like don't just get into it because, you know, someone else is doing it, I guess you could say. Like have the passion for it, because it's not like, I feel like it takes a lot of work. Like you really got to want to stream, you know.
There's
or same thing with editing a video, you know, like do you really want to do it, because it's going to be a lot of work. Like are you sure about that, you know?
It's like, are you 100% about that?
Pretty much. It's like I don't know, it all depends, like per person. Like are they just doing it casually? Do you want casual advice? Do you want like hardcore advice, you know? Like I mean, I haven't figured it out really to be given great advice. I'm still figuring it out like 3.5, 4 years later.
Still don't gotta figure it out, huh?
No.
No, got that. I mean, don't got that secret formula, huh?
Kind of figured out though. Definitely play games that you enjoy. Yeah. And sometimes you have to ask yourself if you're enjoying the game, because like you could tell yourself you're enjoying the game, but are you really enjoying the game that you're playing? You know, or are you just showing up because people enjoy watching you play it?
Yeah, I guess there is that little bit of mentality in there. Like, am I doing this for me, or am I doing this for the viewers?
Yep. Because what if you pop off? Like, let's say you're new to streaming and you just pop off with Rocket League, you know, and now that's the only game you're streaming because people come, but really you hate Rocket League now. Are you going to keep streaming it, or are you going to play something else? You know, that's advice that like only when you get put in that situation will you know what the right thing to do is for you. You know, if you're not enjoying it, people will start to know, you know.
I felt like you're talking about me there, right there with Rocket League.
Do you like Rocket League?
I used to stream Rocket League a lot. That was my main game. Yep.
Really? Did you play keyboard and mouse, or were you controller?
Keyboard and mouse. I couldn't do controller.
Really? I heard that game is so, like, I tried it, but I was keyboard mouse and I could not for the life of me play the game correctly.
It feels so much. It feels right to play on a keyboard and mouse for that game, because controller it feels too clunky. It feels slow, to be honest.
You were the first person who has told me that, like, that opinion. Yep. That's cool though, because I thought it was just everyone's just like controller, but and you liked keyboard and mouse. That's cool though, because I tried, so I couldn't like connect with the ball. You know, I couldn't like dribble the ball correctly, you know, down the I still can't do that, but like
I still can't do that. But like the thing about that game is like I guess as long as you get the right hit on the ball, you can get it in the goal.
Yeah, and you enjoy it. You know, that's all that matters.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And when you get a goal, oh my god, it's such a great feeling.
Yeah,
such a great feeling.
You see that's one of the games I feel like you could just chill, even if it's like even if you're playing competitive, like you just have fun with.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I wish I could do that. But that game makes me mad. But I'm happy that it makes you feel relaxed.
Yeah.
And chill. I don't know what it is about that game.
I guess, but yeah, I guess what you're saying really is like it just kind of depends on the person, like what games do you want to play, though, right?
Oh, for the advice, yeah, it's really just per person and what's your goal, and then take the advice because it all depends on what you like. You want to stream once a week, once a month, every day. You know, what's your goal, or like even if you don't have like a major goal, it's more like what do you want to do, and then get the advice catered to what you're trying to do.
Yeah. Oh, well, appreciate that advice, and for anyone listening, yeah, truly take that with wherever you want to go if you want to think about streaming. But yeah.
Yeah, sorry I don't have. If I had the secret sauce, I would tell you, but I don't have it.
You're fine. Yeah. This is why I like to ask people that question, because everyone has their own like point of view on what like they like, you know, what they did, how they did it. So like everyone like has their own advice. So that's what I like to get out of people.
Yeah, like taking another thing is like taking in all the advice you receive and then analyze all of that and see which one works for you better.
Yeah. That's
some people will tell you to stream 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it's like, do you really want to do that?
Yeah. It's different for a lot of people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I guess with that, we'll wrap things up. So I'll let you do your outro. Like, tell everybody who doesn't know where you are. Like, tell them where they can find you.
Well, it's kind of hard because my name is different on almost everything.
Don't worry. I'll put everything in. I'll put everything in the description.
Nice. I mean, I'm on Twitch, like live streaming. Sometimes I upload stuff to YouTube. I do post stuff on Instagram, and I do post on Twitter too. But it's all like pretty much Kaya_Night. Some of them have an extra underscore at the end, so like Kaya_Night_. But that's pretty much it. You know, a little bit of everywhere, a little bit of different content on each one too. Besides like clips.
Yeah. And I know you're off of streaming this week for a little bit, right?
Yeah, I had to take some time off this week to help some family out, but I'll be live again on Monday.
All right. Well, I'll make
at
sure
3. That's my new schedule. 3 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday is what my goal is. Even though it doesn't always work out, that's the goal.
Hey, I could probably catch you live again.
Yeah, I've been live more daytime. Yeah. I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule.
Oh, for once, huh?
Yeah, DJing life is cool, but it just doesn't work with life.
Yeah.
Doesn't work with family and animals and plans and grocery shopping. Walmart's not open 24/7 anymore. It just doesn't work out.
Yeah, well, hope you get that sleep schedule fixed, and hope that new schedule works out for you, though.
Thank you. I'm really trying hard to stick to it. I've been doing good for the past month.
Yeah. Well, happy.
And thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being on here. Yeah, well, this is really big for me because I'm trying to branch out. Instead of just doing YouTubers, I want to do like more Twitch. I want to try to branch out to Twitch creators. So you're the first one that does Twitch primarily. So
let's go. I'm honored. And I'm sure there's a lot of people on Twitch who would love this type of thing. So
yeah,
heck yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna spill the beans on who I'm trying to get next off of Twitch. I'm trying to I'm trying to get Melvin on here.
Ooh, he's a good talker. Like he'll love this, he'll just chat you up.
Yeah. So
he might love it.
Yeah, definitely. I've been trying to make plan something out with him, but yeah. But for everyone watching, got some more guests coming on along the way, so stay tuned for that. And appreciate everyone for coming out here, and I truly appreciate you, Kyle, for being the first Twitch streamer the honorary Twitch streamer on the show. Yeah.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Oh
that,
yeah,
guys,
dude, I forgot it was May the 4th.
Yeah, may the force be with you guys.
Yes.
Yeah. With that, guys, hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and peace.
Bye.